everyone, it's Rex Raptor Triple Two on Shake and Roar with our first edition of Tech on the Brain. Today we're going to be talking about the new iPhone 5 and the iPod Touch 5th generation. From what we've learned from Apple.com is that the iPod Touch 5th generation, if I can get some extra video, like if I can show it somewhere over here, the iPod Touch 5th generation is getting a lot new improvements. For example, the first off, you're back with a black facing front, a silvery white, which is going to have a white front, and blue back, a yellowish green black, or the product red back. It's also going to be featuring something on the back of the case. They call it the loop. It matches the color of the iPod that you chose, and pretty much what it does is you just clip it onto the back of your iPod, and it makes it so that way you don't lose it. So that way, if you're at a party or something, you're not just gonna lose your iPod because you accidentally threw it. Also, they're going to be including, this is also with the iPhone 5, they're going to be including the 4-inch Retina display, so that way you can still have the one-handed capability, like the one-handed use, but it's a 4-inch screen. Also, with that, you'll be able to watch your videos and whatnot from either YouTube or Netflix or wherever else you're watching your videos. You'll be able to watch them without letterboxing them. Also, for the iPod, they're including the new iSight camera, meaning on the back of the camera, you'll be able to take 5 megapixel pictures, which is the same megapixel as, I believe it was the iPhone 4 or the 4S. So yeah, like it's still going to be able to record in 1080p, 1080p HD, but it's going to be able to get iPhone quality. Also, with the iOS 6, I believe this is only for the iPod Touch 5th generation, but with the new iOS upgrade, they're going to be featuring a new feature called Panorama. And some of you may be familiar with this on a Canon camera. For the panoramic, what you had to do for that is you had to take 3 individual photos, and it would give you like a shadow of your last one so you could line it up. But for this, all you do is you just you start taking the picture, and then you move over, and you can get a 240-degree angle. It also works vertically, so you can get let's say you're at the Empire State Building. You can get a really nice view of the Empire State Building and not have to worry about backing up 50 blocks away from it so you can get that good shot. You can get it right from there. You don't necessarily have to use the whole 240 inches. 240 degrees, but when it's done, it'll, the camera will use something. I don't know what it necessarily uses, but it pretty much creates a seamless, perfect wide shot. The iPod Touch 5th generation is also going to be including the dual-core A5 chip, which was included with the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 4S. So the speed that you were able to run, just from your gaming and all of that you were able to do with the iPhone, now you can do with the iPod. You still have all of your perfect, all of your music and all that. It's also going to be including the new Apple EarPods, which is pretty much it's these headphones that when you put them in your ear, the speakers are designed so that way it goes into your ear and the sound travels down in your ear, so that way you get a crisper, more cleaner sound. It's also got vents and all that, so that way it's not just going to be blaring out your eardrums half the time. It's going to still be including all of the apps that you're used to and whatnot, but something I found pretty cool with the new iOS 6 upgrade that you're going to be getting with the iPod Touch 5th generation, which releases in October. I don't know the exact day in October, but it will be being released in October. You'll be able to get Siri, the Facebook integration, maps, like the maps are upgraded, and passports. Uh, so yeah, like with all of that, everything gets a lot easier to use and whatnot. So that way you don't have to worry about all of the difficult crap that you had to before. Also, they're dropping the original cord that you used to have, and they're now replacing it with something that looks similar to an Android cable. They're calling it a lighting connector. And have a adapter, so that way you'll be able to use your old cable for that. But it comes with the cable, thank God. The new iPod is going to be, I forgot, it's going to be like, I think they said it was 20% lighter than the original. It's only 88 grams. The height's still going to be the 4.86 inches, so you got the 4-inch screen plus the barely an inch for the other stuff. The capacity, they're dropping the 8 gig, and now it's just a 32 gig, which is $299, and a 64 gig for $399. The front-facing camera is also getting an upgrade. That's going to be able to record in 720 HD video. You're also getting that return of the weird circular rectangle thing that was on the old school iPod Touches. I think that's for like the Wi-Fi and whatnot. I'm not necessarily sure, but it's also getting an LED flash, which I think is pretty nice. Moving on to the iPhone. Pretty much that's all the same. For the iPod Touch, they're no longer making the back out of chrome, so you don't have to worry about like it getting all scratched up. And they're also having a fingerprint resistant, like it's supposed to be like some kind of a smudge resistant screen. So for those of you who hated the iPod getting all smudged up, you don't have to worry about that anymore. The iPhone is still it's getting the 4-inch display. It's getting the A6 chip, which is going to allow you to get 8 hours of LTE browsing, 8 hours of talk time, and 10 hours of video playback time. It's also going to be getting the earpods included with the camera. I mean, not the camera, for the iPhone. I can't think today. But yeah, it's pretty much getting all the things that you would normally expect for it to. You would normally expect for it to be getting, because the iPod's going to be getting all of it. It's only coming in black and slate and white and silver. So yeah, in a way, that's kind of like, it's not as nice because you don't get all the choices of color. But you can just take it up to somewhere like iPhone Pro. If you live in Michigan, there's one on 15 Mile and Orchard Lake in the plaza. It's in the back, but it's going to be having a 16 gig, which is $199, a 32 gig $299, and 64 gig $399. So yeah, that's pretty much all the stuff that they're going to be doing for that. If we get any information, and if I get the iPod Touch when that comes out, the iPhone 5 is already out, so if you want to go get it, you can. But when I get the iPod, I'll be doing a demo video and showing you guys like all the features on that. All right. So thanks for joining me for my first edition of Tech on the Brain on Shake and Roar. See you next time.